In this video, I'll talk about output devices, input devices, and cabling. First of all, output devices are basically peripheral devices which receive information and signals from a computer system. These can include things such as a computer monitor, which is used for displaying images and showing a user interface so that a person can interact with the computer system. It produces images using dot-like tiny pixels, which are different colours and which build up the image. Another output device would be a printer, which is used for producing hard copies of digital graphics or text. A plotter is another type of printer, except it prints vector graphics and it operates using basically pen and paper, whereas a printer uses inks, and a thermal printer might burn the paper to produce an image. Input devices are basically the opposite of output devices. They just send information and signals to a computer system. This can include things like a keyboard used for inputting letters and numbers and so forth. Another input device would be a camera or webcam used for capturing images and photos or video. A scanner is another input device used for producing digital copies of hard copies, digital copy onto the computer system. Cabling, this is basically a method for connecting something together, connecting two things together using usually conductive materials or wires such as copper or coaxial cabling is a type of cabling conductor surrounded by an insulating layer. It's used for things such as radio transmissions and in other forms of communication. Optical cabling, it uses the premise of sending rays of light through tiny glass-like fibers called optical fibers. These use the principle of total internal reflection. They have a high bandwidth which allows large amounts of information to be sent, and they usually are used for long distance transmissions in communications. And twisted pair cabling is basically when two conductive wires are around the other, which is meant to prevent electromagnetic interference.